Hey there everyone, what's up? This is Aram here, and today we are going to create a star rating project using JavaScript. So this star rating project, if you guys remember in one of our projects in Turismo website, the travel website, let me show you the hero image of this or the title, so it will be easy for you to know. So this was the website we have created few months ago, and here in this one, we had the historical places option where we have these stars, and these stars are static. They are not doing any kind of functionality. Even when I hover over the mouse, they are just static, not responding. So what we are going to do, we are going to, for such star elements, we can make them responsive. They can have some kind of functionality. So here, when I hover over it, this is the mouse over. We are going to use the event listener, so this is mouse over. When I click on it, it has a color. Again, we are going to learn mouse over, mouse out. Look, when the mouse is over, it has a color. When the mouse is out, it has no color. When mouse is over, it adds the color, and when mouse is out, it removes the color. So we are going to use the add and remove methods also. And when I click on it, then it has a certain color or a fixed color. Okay, so this is what we are going to do, and you can see that here we have the a kind of a message or a rating option, that how much the rating of the certain thing is. So this is what the rating is working. So we are going to learn the event listeners like mouse over, mouse out, and click. So mouse over is this one, and mouse out is this one, and the click, when I click on it, it is going to have a certain color. So we are going to learn these three methods. Let's go to the VS Code editor, and here I already have a star rating folder. Now I'm going to have a file in it. I'm creating a file which is index.html. Then I would like to go with another file. This file is going to be main.css, and I would like to have another file which is going to be stars.js. So the first file, the index.html, I'm going to use Bootstrap 4 extension here. And here is the starter template or a boilerplate. So what we can do here, let's say star reading project. Okay, now I would like to link my style sheet with this, and it is going to say that related to style sheet. Then it is going to have a href main.css. Okay, so my style sheet is linked with this. Now I would like to link the JavaScript. So for this, let's have a script, and the source of the script is going to be stars.js, and let's save it. So first of all, here in the body section, what I would like to do, or what I'm going to do here, is I just want to have a heading 2, assigning it a class. The class is going to be text feather, and then I would like to say star rating. Okay, then after I would like to have an unordered list. This unordered list is going to have a class. The class is going to be stars, and it is going to have a text. The text is going to be feather. Okay, so what we are going to do here, even if I don't assign it a class, because I'm not going to use this stars class, so let me remove it. Okay, then the list item is going to have a class. The class is going to be star, and then let's have a font awesome icon. So the font awesome icon is going to have a class, and this class is going to be FESFA star, and I just want to copy and paste it for several times, this list item. So 1 2 3 4, and this is going to be the 5th time. Now I would like to have a division here. Let's assign it a class. The class is going to be rating, and the text is going to be center, and then you know what I've done here, and then let me remove this one. Let's have a rated text here. Save it, move on to the browser by using my live server. So here we go. We don't have stars. You know why? Because I haven't attached the font awesome icon. I'm going to use the stars from the font awesome icon. So you guys just have to mention your email address here, and they are going to send then press this button, send kit code. They are going to send you the code. Get the code, copy this, and I'm going to paste it within the head section of my. So now we are going to have stars. Where is that? Okay. Okay. So we do have stars here and the icons also. Now what we have to do, let's go to the main.css, and in main.css I would like to get the star class. This star class is going to have a font size of 30 pixels. Then I would like to have a color. Here the colors, the color of these star is black. I would like to use some grayish. So for that, let's say CF, CF, and CF. Then I would like to display this inline block actually, and let's save it and let's see. Okay, so the stars are in gray color. Now what we have to do next is let's use make a class over. It's when the mouse is going to over the star, it is going to show this color. So F7C56A, this color is going to be shown. C56A, F7C56A, and then it's going to, when the mouse is going to be clicked, it is going to have a color, and this color is going to be FFA600. Okay, and then let's get the rating class. The rating class is going to be to have a margin. The margin is going to be 30 pixels and 0, and let's use the font weight. The font weight is going to be bold. Let's save it. Okay, here we are. So now when I hover over the mouse, nothing is happened because we are going to use these classes in JavaScript. So before going to JavaScript, let me create a button just to check the JavaScript is attached or not. So let's use the onClick function here, and onClick function is going to have my function, and then my function is I am not going to pass any kind of parameters to this function, but what I have to do is, let me see, click. Okay, click, and let's excuse me, let's close the button. Okay, let's see that. Okay, look at the button, it's so small. We have a very small button, and it is even not showing the click on click. and it is going to be my function, and there is a, I don't have to have this one, so I already have too much errors in this section. Gosh, this click is going to be here, sorry for this. Okay, so now we have a button here, but what we are going to do, let's create the functionality here. So we do have a function. The function is going to be my function, not passing any kind of parameter. Let's use the alert. The alert is going to be hello, and let's save it, and now let's see that. Let me refresh it. Okay, so the JavaScript is not linked with this. Where is the problem? Let's check again. Okay, so it is linked now. We have a alert here. Okay, so it is linked now. Now what we have to do, I don't need this function, so let me remove it, and let me remove this button also. Save it, and here let's have a let's start the code. So let's go with the constant. Constant is going variable is going to stars, and if you guys are hearing some background music, please bear with me. Query selector all, and why is this? Let me tell you. I'm talking about to get the all stars from the document. Okay, so these are all the stars, or all this star list item it is going to get from the document. Okay, now the next thing is the variable, and this variable is going to be rating, and this time I'm going to say document dot query selector method only, and here I'm just going to say rating. And the rating is, here I said all because we have 5 stars, and the rating is only, the rating class is only, we have one class, so it is rating, and it should be here. And if we are going to get the by ID, then we have to use the hashtag here. Okay, now what we have to do, let's say for use another variable, let I is equal to 0 and I less than stars dot length length. Okay, I'm talking about I'm going to have a loop here, so the loop is going to be I plus plus, not 3 times. Then I'm going to do, I'm saying that the I is the variable. Okay, so I is equal to 0 and I less than stars length. Stars length is, the total stars are 5, and if the stars length is less than our variable, then it is going to add 1 plus 1. And then we have to do we have to get the stars, and let's have an array of I. This loop is going to be in that, and let's say star value, and then we have to say that this is going to be equal to the I is going to be 1, as I've mentioned to you guys before. So then we have to use an array of the events we are going to listen. So the first event we are going to listen is mouse over, as I have defined you this before, that when we keep the mouse over the item or the element, what is it is going to do. And then it is going to have another event listener which is going to be out, mouse out, and then we are going to use the click event. So we can use if else here, but that is going to make it very messy. That's why we are going to use an array for this. Then we have to use the for each, and here let's use the function, and in this function I'm going to pass a parameter. Some people write event, event, but I want to, and some write e also, so I would like to go with the e, and e means event. Okay, then we have to say that the stars array of I is going to add event listener. Okay, and the event listener is going to have an event plus the star rate. Okay, now we are going to create function for this. So this for this star rate. Okay, then we have to, what we have to do next is, let me have a function here, and the function is going to be star rate. I'm calling it here. Here it is the call, and I'm making a function. So here it is going to have an event parameter. Then let the variable name is going to be type, and the type is going to be event type. And then we are going to have another variable which is going to be star value, and not this one, sorry. Let star value is going to be this. I'm calling this one, this star value in this function, and this star value is going to have, let's say, if you use the if else statement here. So if the type is equal to click, means if it is going to be clicked by the user, then it is going to have, let's have another if, and let's say if the star value is less than 1, sorry, greater than 1, then we have to use the rating and inner HTML property, which is going to be equal to, or which is going to assign, actually, you rated this, and then let's have a concatenation of star value. Like when we were hovering, clicking on it, the star is going to changing the value. So then it is going to have, then it is going to say that the star, you have rated this star, that star, the value is going to appear there. Then we have to go with the stars for each, and let's have a function here again. This function is, I'm going to pass two parameters. One is going to be element, and the other one is going to be index. And what here it is going to do, if the type is equal to click, and if index is less than the star value, then it is going to have a class list property where it is going to add a method. And what this method is going to add, it is going to add the fix color. Okay, the color we have mentioned in the fix class, it is going to do that. Then we have to means if or else it is going to do, if it is not going to be done by the user like this, then the element is going to have a class list property, and he has to remove that fix class. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser, and let's see that. It is not working. Why it is not working? Let me check again with my button. and button is going to be I shouldn't delete it actually from here. Click, and then it is going to say, or let me complete that. Just leave it. Okay, let's finish this, and we will, if there will be a problem, then we will fix that issue. Yes, here is the first problem I found. It is going to be equal, type equal to type is going to be the stars for each function, and then type is going to equal to click, then the index, and it is going to fix. Maybe let's check if it is working or I have made any other mistake. I think there would be another, there could be. Let's see if type because it has to work well. Okay, let's do this again, and if it is not, then we will fix this issue again. And now let's use again if type is equal to is equal to mouse over, then, and if index is less than star value, then it is going to add the element. The element is going to call the class list property, and it is going to add the over color. Sorry, I haven't done this, so but it had the one has to, that has to be clicked, but it is not working. Let's see let's finish this, and then we will see. This function is for when we take our cursor upon that element on the star, it is going to show the over color. But when we have to click over there, it has to show the fixed color. The fixed color is not shown by the project. I don't know. We will fix if there is another issue. But let's complete this, and then we will fix that issue. And then we have to do. Let's do the else, and in the else it is going to have an element with a property, and let's say over there it is adding, and here it is going to remove the over. Okay, and then what it has to do again, if the type is equal to mouse out, mouse is now not going to be there, then the element is going to have a class list, and the class list is going to use the remove method. Then remove method is going to remove the over class. Let's save it. Now let's check in the browser that, let me refresh it, it is working. When I hover over it, it is not, and when mouse is over, not working, out, not working, and clicking is also not giving us any result. So I think I've made a mistake somewhere. Let me check that where did I have made a mistake. So okay, so here it is not star, it is stars. Let's save it. My apologies. And I think it is going to work now. Let's refresh it. Yep. So this was the mistake I have made. So my apologies for this. This is stars, not star. When the mouse is over, it has a different color. The mouse is out, it removes the color. Add event listener, remove, and click is going to give us a different color. Again, mouse over, mouse out, click, and the rating is also, we do have a rating here too. So again, over, a color, out, no color, clicked, it has a color. It is very congested here, you guys can fix it. So again, over, mouse over, mouse out and click. So all these functions are all these code is working well. It is functioning nicely and beautifully. I hope that you guys will like this project, and in the future we are going to work on some biggest projects. So if you guys like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe the channel if you didn't subscribe it until now. And yes, I'm going to give the link of a page, Facebook page, in the description below. Kindly join that, and I'll see you with another interesting project, interesting JavaScript project in the next video. See you next time. Ciao ciao.